Here come Donald Trump and Nick Saban to fix college athletics. Or will they? What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching the #1 college football show, welcome. Thank you for joining us here. We talk football year-round. So if you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. Do you think Nick Saban and Donald Trump can fix college athletics? Because I am skeptical, as you are skeptical, because the thing that makes college football go round, makes college athletics go round is, the money. And the money just keep getting bigger, and the money continues to stack from television revenue to what coaches are getting paid to what players are getting paid now, right? We got 7-figure players, we got 8-figure coaches, and we have conferences like the Big Ten and the SEC pulling in close to $1 billion annually in television rights, all right? So here comes Donald Trump to try to form a commission via executive order, we think, to investigate how to fix college athletics. Well, first you got to identify what it is that you're trying to fix. Is it name, image, and likeness? Is it trying to get a salary cap? Can't have a salary cap without a collective bargaining agreement. Can't have a collective bargaining agreement without a players union. And college football is probably never going to have a players union. Say nothing of all of the other legalities that go into this. I mean, Ted Cruz, the chairman of Commerce, our Commerce Secretary. United States Senator Ted Cruz has always been about this. Tommy Tuberville has always been about this, even when he was leaving recruits and their families at tables in Lubbock to take a job in Cincinnati. Imagine that. You left Lubbock, Texas to take a job in Cincinnati after being renowned for going undefeated 2004 at Auburn. But we don't need to talk about that too much because, well, you know what it is. I think this commission that Trump wants to put together, led by Nick Saban, is interesting because this is according to Ross Dellinger and Yahoo Sports, which he's done a really great job of this. So I got to believe that his mind is spinning and doing all sorts of things, as he's also been really good about covering the House versus the NCAA settlement. And if you don't follow him on the Twitters, you should, okay? Or the X's, the X Twitters, okay? The tweets, the X sends, the post, whatever the hell it is that Elon wants to call that thing now that's broken half the time, I might add. So the commission is expected to deeply examine the unwieldy landscape of college sports, this according to Dellinger, including the frequency of player movement and transfer portal, the unregulated booster compensation paid to athletes, the debate of college athlete employment, preserving Olympic sports structure, the application of Title IX to school revenue sharing payments, and even conference membership makeup and conference television contracts, those with knowledge of the commission told Yahoo Sports. While you're at it, throw in there world peace, peace in the Middle East, which I guess is under world peace, hunger, poverty, overpopulation, and climate change. Let's do it all. Let's do it all. Throw it all in the commission, because that's essentially what the hell that they're going to be discussing. Now, I don't give a damn if you give them months long before they come up with something. You give them years. You're not going to fix this. You're not going to fix this because we want it to stay broken. And we want it to stay broken because it's game theory, all right? Game theory, when it's working well, is you do what's best for yourself and the group, right? You come together. What's best for yourself and the group. What's best for the quarterback is to throw the football to the best wide receiver on the field. What's best for the group is also for the outcome to be forward progress, all right? But we are human beings, and human beings are irrational. We be doing stuff that is against our own benefit all the time. This is how Skynet became live. AI looks at us and says, oh, you are the sickness in the system, not the thing that we're actually supposed to be helping. And that's how we get absolutely shoved off of this planet well before the sun fires us away and lights everything on fire, blows it everything away, so forth, so on, right? Hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, stuff we be dealing with even right now as we speak. Stuff we've been dealing with for centuries, but not at this frequency, guys. So don't be stupid about that. But if you're going to do all of that, then go ahead. Throw it in here. Throw it in here. All right. Like Tommy Tuberville got out in front of this thinking, I thought he was going to be the lead on this when he was talking about, I talked to President Trump on Friday, but then Nick Saban got the face-to-face. And, the shine has come off of Coach Saban since leaving Alabama when it's talking about the good of college football, because the system that made him a multi-millionaire approaching, you got to believe, given the investments, we're talking about over $100 million, maybe, right? Depending on what he did with his money. There's the dealership, there's the contracts he got, there's the investment opportunities. But that ain't got much to do with this. What I'm saying is how he made his money is also the thing that he's going to be restructuring. And I don't think that he would be this into the restructuring if he was still in it. And it is a man that very much decided that he did not want to be coaching football anymore when name, image, and likeness became a bigger deal. He decided he was too old for this. The man that wasn't too old to go out recruit everybody and to get into somebody else's house on Christmas Eve and close a deal, right? The man who in 2011 famously said before playing the national championship game that he was missing a week of recruiting because of bowl prep and bowl obligations, right? The man would rather be recruiting. But when it comes to actually paying people what they're worth, that's where he's going to draw the line. Yeah, all right, dog. So he got the hell up out of here. And it's like about, hey, when you got to pay $20 million to get a roster together to go win a national championship, you're just SOL. I'm going, dog, had you been 30 years younger, 20 years younger, 10 years younger, you'd be the first person bankrolling any of this, trying to find the money from underneath somebody's couch cushions going, this is what it's going to take to win at Alabama, because that's exactly what you did in 2007. We got the headset rule because of Nick Saban, guys. It is a man who wanted to play murder ball, found out you can't play murder ball anyway, and said, let me go get one of these quarterbacks that can move around, and let's sling the ball all the way up and down the field if this is what football is going to be. Won 6 national championships at Alabama, 7 total. Okay? I continue to look at this, and I go, this sounds like a whole bunch of hand-wringing. It sounds like a whole bunch of old white dudes getting together to tell me what ain't going to happen. That's what it sounds like. You know what I mean? Because they said, hey, we're going to have a commission of people here. Oh, yeah? So Saban and who? Tell me who else is going to be on this thing, right? Tell me who's going to be. Tell me what women are going to be on this thing. Forget race. Tell me what women are going to be on this thing, right? Tell me who they're going to represent. Because the thing about having a woman on this is A, diversity of thought. B, how many women's athletic events generate revenue that you got to distribute? How many women's athletic events are subsidized by football, basketball, and baseball? How are you going to talk about that when it comes to Title IX, which more or less guarantees that we have these sports, and we got rowing teams that are 100, 120 deep so that we can have our football teams. We got softball teams that might not be performing so we can have our football teams. We keep going down the line on this, right? How fair do you want it to be? And do you want it to continue to be a college athletics? Or do you want to make college athletics Olympic sports? And like intramurals, just put them over here somewhere. That way you get to talk about men's basketball, football, baseball, some women's basketball, and I mean some, meaning South Carolina, UConn, and that's more or less it. LSU maybe, depending on how bad they want to do it and how much Kim Mulkey's willing to throw into this. Be in the programs that you're talking about. I mean, we're talking about individual gymnasts. We're not talking about gymnastics programs. And I say this as a dude that went to the University of Oklahoma to get his master's. KJ Kindler, all she does is stack W's. All she does is stack national championships. Matter of fact, you'd be right to say that Oklahoma for the last 5 years has been a softball and women's gymnastics program. And then when it hasn't been, Mark Williams had the men's gymnastics program going and hopping, putting Olympians on that thing, being assistant coach on the Olympic team. You keep going on all this. I mean, I remember I was down there writing stories about Steve Legendre and Jake Dalton well before anybody ever heard anything about this channel. But you think that Nick Saban is going to be able to put together a commission that can fix this? Please believe. Please believe that's not what's going to happen. That's not what's going to go down. What's going to go down is, hey, we come up with these principles that we would like to see y'all put into place. And a lot of people going to look at these principles and say, what's the back door here? What is the loophole that I can jump through? Even now, they're trying to restructure the NCAA to make it much more streamlined, but also giving more power to the Power 4 conference schools, giving them a majority vote, right? That's where you're seeing it go. Some people said that should be the way it's been for decades, or that's how it's acted for decades. But really what we're talking about is, how fair do you want fair to be in 2025, 2026, 2027? Do you think that Boise State should be able to compete against Penn State in a college football playoff atmosphere? Or do you think Boise State, being a Group of 5 program, should play for its own national championship? Do you really believe that Ashton Jeanty is every bit the running back that Barry Sanders was because he got close to the record, needing another 3 games to play? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. You don't believe that. Don't lie to me. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Remember, you got to go to, it's Wednesday. You got to go to church. You got to go to church. You got to be back there on Sunday. You better figure it out. You better know what time it is. I just don't see much coming out of this. But, hey, man, if they can get something going, I'll be the first to start crowing about it. In my most Monique voice, I would like to see it.